So I'm starting this look with a moisturising lotion by CeraVe all over my face and a little bit on my neck. Then for foundation, I'm using this Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation, and that's a Sephora brush that I got years and years ago. Can't remember what it's called, and it all rubbed off, so I can't really tell you, but it's just a buffing brush. Then for concealer, I'm using e.l.f. Hydrating Cameo Concealer. And I always do this. I don't do the triangle looking down. I do concealer just on the corners of my eyes, so the inner corner and the outer corner. And I like my concealer to push the light up. So I push the concealer always up. I never push the concealer down. I just want everything looking up. So that's what I'm doing now. And the brush is by Real Techniques. It came in a set, so I can't remember what it's called, but it's just like a really nice little fluffy brush. And again, I'm just pushing everything up. Now we're going to do brows, and I'm using a Kryolan eyeshadow palette. I normally do more detailed brow with like a pencil and different products, but I just wanted the powdered effect today, and that's why I'm using an eyeshadow. And I'm using an angled brush for this as well. I'm just filling in the gaps really. And then I'm grabbing a cotton bud just to tidy up a little bit, because obviously it's an eyeshadow, so you get a little bit of fallout. And now for the look itself. So I'm going to be using this eyeliner by Physician Formula. It's very dark. So this is a very bold look. So it's going to be in stages, and it's a process. So first I'm basically mapping out the shape, and I'm grabbing a flat brush to tap constantly at the product. So I'm just mapping the shape. I wanted something very defined and sort of feline looking. So I'm going back and forth with the eyeliner and the brush, just mapping out the shape and then intensifying the color, because obviously when you blend you lose intensity. And I have hooded eyes, so I needed to go a little bit on top of my socket line so that you could see it even when my eyes open. And it's a process, so you just go back and forth constantly, even with Q-tips, to clean up and make sure you get the right shape. Now we're going to go for the other eye. I just wanted to do both eyes at the same time, because otherwise I get too carried away with just one eye. So I wanted to be at the same stage on both eyes all the time. So it's the same. This is my more hooded eye. So the shape on this eye is going to be slightly different just to match the other eye, but it's the same. I'm applying the eyeliner and then I'm tapping with a flat brush. So as you can see, I'm just literally just mapping the shape at the moment and double checking with the other eye that it all matches. And I'm applying the same product, just the leftovers from the brush on my lower lash line. And this product sets, but it has sort of like a playing time, so you can blend it and then it will set. This is a transition color. It's a Sephora eyeshadow, and I'm using it on my socket line, or a little bit above my socket line really, and I'm also applying it all over the black eyeshadow as well, just to set it a little bit and just to blend it. So we do the same on both eyes. And then again, I'm going back with the black eyeliner just to get more intensity in the color. And smoky eyes are a process really. You just have to trust the process. It looks really ugly until it all comes together. So it's a journey. So you have to just stick to it and keep going. So it's the same here. So I'm just adding a little bit more intensity. this black color is going to be the base for the Duochrome pigment that I'm going to use in a minute. So I wanted it to be very, very black. I'm doing my, what's it called? Waterline, my lower waterline. And this is important part for me because I have hooded eyes and they're different. So I wanted to see where my lash line touches my sort of lid. And I know that's how high I need to take the eyeshadow, basically, the colour, so that you can actually see it when I have my eyes open. So it's just a blending process and adding more colour and definition to the shape. And I'm doing the same in both eyes. I didn't want to edit it too much so you can actually see the process. And then we blend everything. When you're happy with the shape and the intensity, you just blend and then tidy up a little bit. And then for the fun part, I'm going to use a loose pigment by Carla Cosmetic in 9 Terra and MAC Mix and Medium water base. It has like this little metal ball at the bottom and you have to shake it. And you can mix this with any loose pigment and you create like a paste and it really sets and it helps you basically mix it with other things as well. So it's like a dropper, I think it's called. So I'm just using just 2 little drops of this mix and medium and just mixing the loose pigment, and it's such a lovely color. I don't think you can see it here. I'll show you in a video a bit later, but it's like a purple that shifts to red and orange. It's a very unique pigment, but the purple shade is just beautiful. Look at that. So I'm applying the pigment where I had the black eyeliner. So I'm just following the shape of the liner that I did before. And I'm trying to look ahead with my eyes open all the time as well, just to see where the placement is. And you can tidy up as you go along. It's such a pretty colour. So there's where I have my eyes open and I'm just checking that it follows the shape that I want. And as I said, it's a process, so you just have to just go with it. So I'm going to do the same on the other eye. So I just put 2 drops of the mix and medium and I mixed it with a little bit of the loose pigment and I'm applying it all over the black eyeliner that I traced before. And the mixing medium obviously is water based, so you have a lot of time to play with it until it sets, and then when it sets it doesn't move. So there I'm like constantly checking the different shape, and I'm applying a little bit under the on the lower lash line as well, just with the leftover product that I have on the brush. And once I'm happy with the shape and the intensity, I do a little bit more blending. And this is, what's this? This is Makeup Forever, I think it's called Waterproof Extra Black Mascara. Is the Aqua Smoky Lash Mascara. And I'm applying on the top and bottom lashes. And then for the face, I'm going to grab this Diorskin Nude Tan in 005. It's a bronzing powder and I like to apply my bronzer quite high up. And then what I love doing, and I always do this, is I apply the same bronzing colour on my transition area. So I always apply a little bit of bronzer in my eyes. Then this is a Laura Mercier palette, and it's her illuminating powders. I can't remember what they're called. I'm just mixing the three of those in that palette. The other colours are very light for my skin tone. It doesn't really work, but the other three I love, and I like mixing them all together. And I'm applying them on the sort of high area of my cheek. And then for blush, I'm using Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush, and this is a colour Tipsy. And again, I like to apply my blush in very high areas of my cheek. And then I normally grab my foundation brush and I dab a little bit all over just to make sure that it's all blended. And then just to finish it off, I'm grabbing my concealer brush. It has just a little bit of leftover product, just enough to help me tidy up. This is a lip liner. It's Lord and Berry, and the colour is Bark. And I'm not overlining my lips. I'm just lining my lips as they are, just my shape. And then the lipstick is by Rimmel, and it's called Moisture Renew, and the colour is 700 Nude Delight. It's a little bit light for me, but it does work with the lip liner. And then we do a little bit of blotting. And that's it. This is the finished look. I absolutely love it. It's very intense. You can't really see the shift in the color. I'm going to show you in a minute in a different clip when I move around a little bit and the light changes, so you can see how the color shifts. But it's just gorgeous. Even that purple is absolutely gorgeous. Here you see how I'm going to turn, and you can see there in one of my eyes, you can see it at least, how it changes color. It's just such a pretty pigment, and it's very unique. Anyway, I hope you liked it.